All right, boys, if you want to go to college, you have to clear out another one of these.
What if we told you there was a better way to save for your kids' college than pickle jars? Morris Bank's Savings Builder account and moolah makes saving for your kids' college easier than ever. All you have to do is connect the account to your debit card, where it automatically rounds up your purchases to the nearest dollar, depositing that spare change into a moolah account where it will grow into a nice little nest egg for whatever your kids have their sights set on.
Take a look at this fabulous place at 1914 Scotland Road, your perfect spot in the country. Over 2 acres with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, a nice den and living room, large open kitchen area, and great for holiday entertaining. Call Debbie Franks for more information. The price has been reduced to $149.9. Four bedroom, 3 bath. That's right. A newly renovated 4-bedroom, 3-bath home located in a quiet country setting and an easy commute to town. Over 2,400 square feet and a 1.31 acre lot. Southwest Lawrence School District. You'll love the huge open concept kitchen and living room area. The master bedroom and brand new master bath just off the foyer entrance offers lots of comfort for mom and dad after a hard day's work. This updated home has a formal sitting room with wood-burning fireplace, or it could be used as a playroom across from the master with its own bathroom. Down the hall, you'll find 3 more bedrooms with adorable built-in drawers, perfect for extra storage, and a huge laundry. Outside, you'll find a porch or patio and an outbuilding that could be great man cave or a she shed. But it doesn't stop there. This home has a full basement too. Call Edie Webb for details. It's priced to sell at $225. Call right now. Wild Turkey Ridge, a safe haven in itself. This fabulous gated community at Deer Creek of Evergreen is simply a great place to build your dream home. A wooded 1.52 acre lot with privacy and wildlife. Call Pamela Lee for more information. It's priced at only $23.5. That's right, call today. Living on the lake at Tanglewood. Take a look at this fine home just north of Dublin at Tanglewood Subdivision. Lake access, fenced backyard, covered deck, and so much more. This well cared for home offers 3 bedrooms and a bonus room with 2 baths. Great for upcoming holiday seasons with formal dining room, large breakfast area, and a buffet. The family room has a gas fireplace and built-in bookshelving. The master bedroom has a large walk-in closet and a nice open master bath. Don't hesitate. Call today for your appointment to see it. Take a look at this commercial warehouse space that's available on Kellum Road. This warehouse is over 3,500 square feet and was formerly the Salvation Army donation warehouse. Corrugated metal red iron building, insulated. Interior has sealed concrete floors, bathroom, suspended fluorescent light fixtures, and unit heaters. 100% sprinkled with a wet system. 2 roll-up doors and 1 service door. An 8x12 and an 8x14. Fenced back lay-down yard. Easy access to Highway 441 and I-16. Lease includes warehouse only, adjoined by a common area covered breezeway. Call Kathy Thompson for more information. Only $1,500 a month. Call today. Now here's the perfect starter home. A solid brick traditional home with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. This home offers a kitchen den combination with a fireplace and built-in bookcases. Formal living room with plenty of natural light. This home has an enclosed garage that would make a fabulous game room or playroom or great family room for large gatherings. A sunroom off the den is perfectly suited for an office overlooking the private backyard. a greenhouse, she shed, or shop, and the perfect spot for a fire pit area for the outdoor entertainer. Freshly painted, and the roof is only 7 years old. Possibilities are endless. Bring your vision and make this one yours. Call Edie Webb for more information and your appointment to see it.
Hey, I'm Tom Dominy with Dublin Wind Nelson, and we're a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. We are committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry and is able to answer your questions and is ready to help you get the parts and equipment you need. At Dublin Wind Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment to doing things right, one customer at a time. So come by and see us at Dublin Wind Nelson, 507 Airport Road, or give us a call at 478-272-3585, or stop by and see our website at dublinwindnelson.com.
Good morning, this is Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction. I'm standing in a home that we recently renovated for a customer. The kitchen is a very vital part of a home, especially when you get ready to resell or just you like to entertain people. We came in with new granite countertops. We even changed some of the seating areas of it. We refinished all the cabinets, put new doors, new hardware, so we can use your existing cabinets. One of the things that we did that changed the look of this kitchen was the lighting that we did. We added a lot of LED spotlights, went from an old oak, gunstock, hardwood floor to a new hickory, random length floor. We can change it from top to bottom. Lots of many pretty things that we've done. Come by and see us at A+ Flooring and Construction at 1801 Rice Avenue in Dublin, Georgia, or give us a call at 478-676-2662. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, welcome back to Central Georgia on the Move. I'm Kathy Thompson, as you all know, and we're here to do one of my favorite parts of doing this show and having Central Georgia on the Move and community support with that. My favorite part is Shop Talk. I like to get together with people that are knowledgeable about the market, people that understand mortgages and the real estate industry as a whole, and especially in the last couple of years, because we've really been through some major change. We've been through COVID, and there's just a world of things to talk about, a lot of headlines, and so we're going to first introduce Sarah Colby, and of course she's several different platforms here. She is of course a candidate for City Council, and some of you may not know that she was a former realtor and still holds a license in real estate. It's on an inactive status right now because she's doing mortgages now, and so she just has just a history and just a world of knowledge about what our industry is doing and has done. And so we're going to enjoy talking a little bit about the market and some of the latest headlines. And then, of course, Jacob Scanziano is one of our agents at K. Grayson Company Real Estate, and he is doing very well this year and loves what he does. And so I think he'll be able to give us a lot of input about some of the things that he's experienced through the year and that kind of thing. So first of all, I think we'll talk a little, Sarah, I'll let you talk about a little bit about, first of all, City Council.
Fantastic. Well, I'm Sarah Colby with Capital City Home Loans, and I am running for City Council this fall. November the 2nd is the election. And just to give you a little bit of background about how our city government works, our city government is the business of the city. So it's everything from sanitation and sewer, gas and water. It's our safety, it's engineering, it's code enforcement. So all of those things can really play into our real estate market. So there are 3 at-large positions on City Council, and those at-large positions represent the city as a whole, along with the mayor. So the mayor is also an at-large position, and this will be a special election for the mayor, which a lot of people don't know. Phil Best retired a little early, so there's a 2-year term to fulfill, and so there's a special election there. and a general election for the 3 at-large city council members. In 2 years, in 2023, there will be another election for the 4 city council ward candidates. And those ward candidates represent the 4 districts or wards within our city. So there's a total of 7 city council members and our mayor. So again, that election's November the 2nd.
Right, and that's important that
Yeah.
everybody understand about how it all works.
Sure.
And what they're voting for, not just a person. Obviously,
Right.
you need to know all the candidates, but not just a person, but how they're voting.
Sure.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now, really, I want to kind of give us a little background about your real estate and
Yeah.
what moved you into mortgages.
Well, 12 years ago, we moved to Dublin, and I've always had an interest in real estate. I actually went through the whole program of getting my real estate license 20 years ago and was not able to practice. I had 4 little babies at home, and so instead I stayed home with them. And about 6 years ago, I really was interested in the appraisal side of real estate.
Right.
I'm a numbers person. That's what makes sense to me. And so I went to George Durden at Century 21 and I said, George, I really want to go into appraisals. And he said, Sarah, I think appraisals are a wonderful thing, but why don't you go ahead and get your sales license at the same time? And so I spent a summer in Nashville, Tennessee, getting my appraiser trainee license. That was 120 hours of coursework, so it was quite a bit of coursework. And also received my sales license at the same time. And really began to enjoy the sales side of real estate and studying the market and understanding how it was changing and even understanding my community more and the people in my community through real estate. And so I did a few hours of the hours that I needed for appraisal training, but not enough to get my appraisal license. And so I just stayed doing stayed doing real estate sales for 4.5 years with George Durden at Century 21. Enjoyed it, loved it. And then this opportunity came about for me to move into the mortgage industry, which is the numbers part and that analytical part of my brain.
Yeah.
So that's how I've ended up in mortgages, and I've been there for the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Jacob, tell us about how you got into real estate and what brought you here and that sort of thing. A little bit about Jacob.
Yeah, well, I'm in a worship band, Scarlet Fade, and obviously the last year with COVID and all that really hit the entertainment business really hard. And I'm really into I was really interested in real estate, and I just thought it would be a great avenue for me to kind of go into. So I took my exam and got my license just last year, and then I go to church with Kathy here, and I was just like, it just kind of seemed like a perfect opportunity, good fit, and so I've been enjoying it.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it has been, and correct me if I'm wrong now. He and his sisters do a lot of different things. They do camps for Lifeway, bookstores, and I think you write some music for them.
Yep.
And so he's just been a great asset to not only to A. Grace and Company, but to Dudley Baptist Church.
Yes.
And so we've really enjoyed you being here, and he's hoping to be a $2 million producer this
Yes.
year. So,
Hopefully.
and in his first year, which is really amazing. So
That
he's
is amazing.
But he just loves people, and that's what it's all about.
It
we
is.
care about people, we care about customers, and we care about our business when we
Right.
work with them. So, now let's talk a little bit about all the time we hear, is it a buyer's market or a seller's market?
Yeah.
I'll let you, Sarah, you tell me what your opinion is right now. Of course, obviously, the big thing is there is no inventory. As a matter of fact,
Right.
look at some of these headlines.
Yes.
You know, the
Housing
housing
shortage.
not enough homes. All of those kind of things, and of course, these are realtor magazines, but
Sure.
they're all over the newspaper as well. So, which is the truth.
Yes.
There are virtually no listings.
Yes.
So,
And that's what happens when we have low supply and high demand. Man, the prices of housing are going up.
Right.
Of course, interest rates have stayed incredibly low, which
Right.
has been a great advantage to buyers in this market. However, if they can't find a home to buy, those interest rates, taking advantage of those interest rates is not possible. So we do have quite a few people right now that are pre-qualified, and yet they haven't been able to find a home to purchase. I think another challenging thing in our market right now now is the cost of building.
Right.
And so the cost of building, as it has increased, has also increased the prices of our housing significantly. So when you're comparing, I can build for $140 a square foot, or I can purchase for $90 a square foot. That we might have seen that same house sell a couple of years ago for $75 a square foot,
Right.
but now when they're comparing those costs of building a home, then it makes more sense still to buy that home that's not new. So those are all challenging things in our market. We don't have very many places in town that are developing new subdivisions,
Right.
and so that's part of the housing shortage. Is the cost of building right now is so high that construction is off the chain with people doing custom homes,
Right.
or maybe some investment properties. But for people who are, are really conservative with their pocketbook, it can be a scary time to get into the real estate world, and that's
Right.
why it's so important to have realtors that
It
can
is.
help guide you through the process and help you understand the market.
Yeah, more so now than ever.
Yes.
And simply because several different things. I tend to say that it's a seller's market in the fact that there's low inventory. So when we get a listing, it is not uncommon to have 2 or 3 offers
Sure.
within the first week, 10
Yes.
days. And so not only do you have to snatch the listing if you're a buyer, but you've also got to sometimes deal with the multiple offer situation and those kind of things. So it's a seller's market in that end. But it's a buyer's market on the interest rate end.
Right.
All of this not having the listings comes from a multitude of things. It comes
Sure.
from COVID, when people didn't want anybody walking through their house.
Right.
Of course, we try to be very respectful of that and follow guidelines and that sort of thing. But then it also on the buyer side, they, if they have an agent that can work with them, not only can we do automatic emails
Sure.
for anything that comes on the market. Jacob, I know you've done it and set it up with customers before. If you're buying a home and you've spent hours and hours and hours online trying to
Endless.
find the best Zillow, Realtor.com, homepage, all of the above. Through our MLSs, Georgia MLS and the NAPA
local.
MLS, we can set up the buyer with an automatic email based on a criteria. We try to narrow it down so that they
Sure.
don't just get junk. We can do Northwest Lawrence, we can do a price range, we can
Sure.
do bedrooms, baths, as strong or as light as we need to.
Right.
So that it doesn't get cumbersome. But what happens is when that listing comes on the market, it goes straight to your email. You don't have to look for it.
And that timing's so
Yeah.
important right
Oh,
now.
my word. It's amazing.
Yes, that's
the
everything.
difference. Because you do have to jump on it. And then if you get into a multiple buyer situation,
Yeah.
if you don't have an advocate to coach you through it and or to work with the seller or the other realtor, then you really have a disadvantage, a true disadvantage.
Well, and that disadvantage is true not only for the buyer, but also for the seller. I see so many for sale by owner properties out there that are actually undervalued because
yeah.
in our market,
That's right.
their homes are worth so much more than they were 2 years ago, and they're just not really knowledgeable about how the market has moved. And so I tell people who aren't using a realtor, they're really missing out on a great advantage in this market of getting the best price for their house and helping someone helping you understand the conditions, those contingencies, to not only get the best offer for your property, but the easiest closing as well.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
think the biggest thing too with like the quickness of the market is you really do need to get pre-qualified
Oh,
before
wow.
you go look at houses.
Exactly.
Because a lot of times people go look at a house and then they're like, "Oh, I'm not pre-qualified yet," and I'm like, "It's too
Yeah.
you got to."
It's too late.
Now.
Yeah.
It's like,
And if
do
you
it now.
submit 3 offers to, whether it's a for sale by owner or it's a listed property through
Correct.
our MLS, you present 3 offers, I can just promise you, one's going out the window if they're not pre-qualified.
Sure.
And so, it is very important. I think the biggest thing is the logistics of everything. I've been in this a long time, and so I've seen the changes. But there was a day when I held myself 50 listings. That's what I typically held in my inventory. In the years past.
Sure.
Now there's like minimum. There's probably 98 residential listings
In the total
the
local.
entire double board.
Yes.
Double board. That's what we're dealing with.
Yes.
And so when I visit with to counsel, and that's really what I do typically in the beginning if someone's
Right.
selling their house. I want to know, we got to know the price of the house, we got to see the house, the condition, those kind of things. But now the first thing I ask them is,
Yeah.
where are you going?
Exactly.
Because if you don't have a place to go, then we have a hurdle to jump over.
Yes.
And we have to figure out, what is your plan? Are you going to move after you get a contract? You're going to try to find something quickly?
Yeah.
Or are you going to move into a rental property, which is another issue
Yes.
because it's limited
Yes.
and the prices are high? But, so it's really, like I said, we don't want to toot our own horn, but I really, with a great passion,
Here we go.
say, it is not HGTV anymore. There is conflict in both sides, and when there's conflict,
challenges.
you need a negotiator.
Sure.
And I used to tell people that, or when we used to do Southwest Lawrence Elementary, we
Yeah.
would go up and do our career day, and I thought, what in the world am I going to tell these children that we do? Because we're so spread out.
Yeah.
You have a buyer, a seller, a lender, appraiser, a surveyor, a inspector, all the way to the attorney. And, really our job is to coordinate from there to there.
Right.
And to make sure that everybody is working together.
That's right.
So,
That's right. And we all need team players, you know.
yeah,
And so I tell people, it's not just my responsibility. It's not like it's a one-person team here pulling this thing to the finish line. So when I request paperwork, then that's on the purchaser of the property to get that in a timely manner. If you're requesting something from the buyer or the seller, or trying to get a signature on a document, it's all of those things that work together. The buyer, the seller, the listing agent, the buying agent, all of those people are working together for the same goal. We all want that touchdown, right? We all want to get to that closing table. And so having people that are on your team, that are on your side, that are going to help you get down that pathway and that timeline is so important.
That's right. And with that said, how
Yeah.
easy is it to pre-qualify?
The pre-qualification process is actually quite simple. At Capital City Home Loans, we have an online system, so an online application system. You can put in your application 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As soon as you click submit, it pops up in my loan pipeline, and I can give you a call and we can walk through any questions that you have about the application. You can accept e-consent, which allows you to digitally sign all your documents, just like that's so important in the world that we live in. No one wants to come to the bank 10 times in the 30 days before closing to sign another disclosure or another document. So we can accept all those documents digitally downloaded, but I am always happy to meet with people in my office. I love meeting with my customers, seeing them face to face, and it always makes me a little sad when I only get to see them at the closing table, because then I finally get to put a face with a name. But that pre-qualification process can take as little as an hour from the time you submit the application to the time I can look at it, pull your credit report, and get the documents that I need in place to pre-qualify you. That would be for somebody who's a simple W-2 or 1099 customer. That's a very quick, easy process. Now, COVID has come about with a lot of additional guidelines from the federal government. And what a lot of people don't understand is that these mortgages that are any banking agency within our city, within our state, these loans are not held in-house, and so they have to meet the rigid requirements of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And they have to be able to be sold on the secondary market. And so that's where all the underwriting and the processing comes in. Lots of check boxes, lots of hoops. But then you're getting this incredible low interest rate. So everybody knows if you just go to the bank and you get an in-house loan, you might get X interest rate, right? And that interest rate can sometimes be 2 or 3% higher than what you can get through Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, through our conventional mortgages. So it's worth it. It's worth the process. But you do need somebody that can help you walk through that process, especially if you're a self-employed borrower or somebody with a more complicated employment history. Then it's very important to be able to work directly with that lender on those issues. And it might take a little longer to get you pre-qualified just because of the documentation that is necessary.
And listen, and talk about documentation. I'm going to tell you something. Our contracts Georgia Association of Realtors, is the
Yes.
contracts that we use. 8-page contract, obviously. A lot of meat in there because of things that have happened in the past and that sort of thing. So it is so important that all of those details and check boxes are checked off.
They are.
And even when you do the contract's 8 pages, but you got to know what kind of loan you're doing.
Sure.
Because if you make that contract subject to your loan, then you got to know what kind of loan.
Yes.
So FHA, VA, there are qualifications. There are certain houses you could not buy and get an FHA loan
That's correct.
or a VA loan. And so we have addendums for every one of those.
That's right.
And they outline appraisal and you know, those sorts of things and what happens if it doesn't appraise and
Yes.
you know, things that people just don't think about until they're in the middle of the process.
That's
and then they've
right.
got to back up and punt. And so I just can't urge, especially people that aren't, you know, I'm not crazy enough to believe that there are a lot of very, very intelligent people out there that can buy and sell houses on their own. However, in this day and time, with all of the things that have changed between agency, which means
That's right.
who represents who, are you working with a buyer's agent or are you working with a seller's agent? Are you working with a person that's working for both?
Right.
Which we all know can be tricky.
Sure.
So, you know, there's just so many things that realtors as a whole can help young people especially, or newbies buying houses,
Right.
to understand and then walk them through the process onto the lender,
Yeah.
onto the inspector, onto the appraiser, onto the
Right.
attorney, and finally to closing.
Sure.
So, but I can say, and I know that you love what you do too.
Yes.
But I can say after 37 years, I love what I do, even with the hurdles, even with the, you know, it's not just about how it's decorated anymore. But I do love helping people get through
Right.
the process. And I've also enjoyed, you know, the teaching part of it with some of the newer agents.
Sure.
You know, but it's all about serving our community. And
Absolutely.
That's, you know, and that's really
That's
kinda, you know,
everything.
that's what you're you know, embarking on. And
Yeah.
tell me about your vision
Yeah.
for the city in your campaign.
Right. Well, I think the ultimate goal that everyone should have is to be able to use their gifts and talents and service to others. And so each of us have something wonderful that we can share with our community. And if we're not sharing that with the community, our community is really missing out, you know.
That's exactly
And
right.
so just like you're a professional in the real estate world, I hope that I can treat people professionally and respectfully in the lending world, but also I want to serve my community in this way on city council. Where I see our city going is that for the last 2 years, we've been almost like in a holding pattern with COVID. You know, no one really knows what to do and where we should go next and what the plan is for the future. And bringing in vibrant new people, everyone who's running for city council is new to civic service. And that's exciting to me. The same thing for Joshua Kite. He's brand new to civic service in this way. And so having all that new energy and new vision creates this energy within our community to say, we don't need to just patch what's going on today and Band-Aid, for example, our infrastructure systems, they're older. And so someone needs to be able to look at the finances of our future and say, because the city government is the business of the government. So many people want to talk about different community service projects and different things that we could do to give back to the community. But the ultimate thing that we can give to the community is stability, financial stability, fiscal responsibility, and saying we're taking your tax dollars and we're going to continue to plan for the basic needs that our community has, which is safety and the infrastructure that's there with gas, sewage, water, the parks, how we're going to plan for safety within our neighborhoods so that we can have walkable neighborhoods again. The neighborhoods that are downtown that are declining and aging, how are we going to revitalize those? We need a plan for the future, and that's where I see my part is, and other people who are running for city council and mayor want to see a long-term vision and plan for our community that we can work progressively towards. And you know about creating a plan, just like a plan for this or a plan for your business. We need leaders that know how to plan not only for the short term, but for the long range, and also know how to budget for those things.
Yes.
Yes.
People that care and they're
Yeah.
working for this community. It's so
Absolutely.
important. And it all of that evolves back to our real estate.
Sure.
Because we're selling these houses downtown.
Yeah.
Where, you know, it all comes together in a collaborative effort for us all to work together in making things better for Dublin and Lawrence County.
Well, this is where we live.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
And so you know, you want the place that you live to be a place that you enjoy, a place that's safe, a place that's fun, has wonderful experiences, places that you want your friends and family to come back and visit you or come back and live here.
Yeah.
And so that's the real estate part, that's the community part.
Right,
Yeah.
that's right. Well, I thank you very much
Yeah.
for being here.
Thank
I know
you
that
for
there's
having
a
me.
world of things we could talk for the rest of the day.
Right.
And because there's a world of things that are going on in our community
Yes.
and that are going on in the real estate world and buying and selling. I would say and urge anybody that has a question.
Yes.
You can certainly at any time email us at kgracerealestate@gmail.com. You can go on our website. You can call the office. You can stop by to Shop Talk. You know, usually if you're going to catch me there, you better call. But, I always welcome, you know, anytime. We always have a realtor on call, so we can answer questions of any kind. If you're selling your home, I urge you to give us a call. We want to help you, and we want to work through the logistics of it all. And we do take pride in the counseling part of it and helping you to get where you need to be. And if you're buying a home, I can't say it any more than to get with your lender,
Get
get
pre-qualified.
pre-qualified. Then we will get together, we'll set up that email so that you'll get automatic information about new listings, and then we'll move you through the process.
Right.
And Jacob, I know will be there for you, and so will all the other agents there. And we look forward to a great end of year and a powerful 2022.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
The City of Dublin Natural Gas provides the most cost-efficient source of energy available today. So for your home, choose the most natural resource. Safe, clean, efficient. All new subdivisions around the Dublin area have natural gas available. Start reducing your energy bills today with Dublin City Natural Gas Department. Natural gas, the smart choice. Call 277-5048 today and let us help you start saving today.
Badcock Home Furniture and More is your home store, where you'll find great savings on new living room sets, sofas, love seats, recliners, and more. Badcock Home Furniture and More has great savings every day on bedding and bedroom sets. Shop Badcock Home Furniture and More for a great selection of dining room sets. And save every day on electronics and appliances at Badcock Home Furniture and More, 1927 Highway 441 South in Dublin. Call 275-3144 for more information, or stop by and see Wendy and Tim Sumner or any of their friendly staff today at Badcock and More Home Furniture Store, where no credit is ever refused.
Building a new home? Take a look at these fine residential lots available in Lawrence County. Lakewood Trails at Trinity Hills, minutes to Trinity Christian School, a wooded corner lot. Call Debbie Franks for more information. Hedgerow Subdivision, city amenities but a touch of country. Excellent location just off of Country Club Road. The perfect place to build. Several lots available to choose from. Call Edie Webb for more information. Harbor Oaks Subdivision in eastern Lawrence County, off Snellbridge Road. 2 adjoining lots available on the corner of Snellbridge Road and Briarwater Drive. Easy access to Highway 80 East. Call Pamela Lee for details. Cambridge Subdivision, off Highway 338 just north of Dublin. Excellent opportunity for building your dream home. Quiet, no through traffic street, Northwest Lawrence School District. 2 lots available, each just over an acre. It's priced at only $16,000 each. Call today for more information. A hunting retreat or a family camp house, this beautiful old restored barn offers great entertaining space. Downstairs is a large open area with living space, dining space, and a kitchen, the laundry room, and more. Upstairs offers a large bunk room with bathroom and a balcony overlooking the property. Unique and intriguing, this property also includes a separate storage barn and Highway 19 access. Call Edie Webb for your appointment to see it. Professional office space or developmental property. This brick building, easily converted to professional office space, is ideal for insurance office, a medical building, or a car lot. This property offers just over 2 acres, but it has 2 other acres that adjoin that could be assembled. This lot includes a billboard lease and an outbuilding, surrounded by hotel chains and U.S. Highway road frontage. Call Kathy Thompson for more information. It's an excellent opportunity. Call right now. Here's an opportunity available: a fenced lot in town off North Jefferson Street. Offers 6-foot fencing and building with electricity. Call today for more information. Priced at $23,000. Call right now.